Dun Shows World.
Welcome to Shows World Gamers, Josh here, and as this week draws to a close, I wanted to take a moment to look at some of this week's biggest news stories, a few of this week's gaming announcements, and of course, this week's biggest video game releases. But do me a quick favor, if this is your first time on the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the fun. Alright gamers, let's kick off this week in review with a few of the biggest news stories. Now, the Tokyo Game Show did take place over in Japan over the weekend. Xbox did have a showcase announcing new games coming to Game Pass, including some shadow drops like Beautiful Katamari, Trials of Mana, and Legends of Mana, as well as new trailers for games like Metal Gear, Snake Eater, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, as well as Dragon Quest III HD 2D. The showcase closed out with Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster shadow dropping onto the Xbox. Now, we also received the announcement of new hardware this week, as Meta finally officially announced the Meta Quest 3S. The newest headset in the VR Quest family is a pocketbook-friendly budget version of the Quest 3 starting at $299.99. The new headset features the same mixed reality experience as the Quest 3, with 4.5 times the resolution and color compared to the Quest 2. Although the lenses and resolution are a slight downgrade from the Quest 3, this is an awesome deal. I'm probably going to pick one of these up, so stay tuned to the channel for info on it. We'll check it out here on the channel. Now, Pal World found itself in the news this week for multiple reasons. The game that was early on called Pokemon with Guns originally released in early access on the PC and Xbox Series systems, and it recently released on the PlayStation 5. Now, according to a story by Gamatsu, developer Pocket Pair just signed a licensing agreement with Krafton, which is a subsidiary of PUBG Studios, to develop a mobile version of the game. Now, unfortunately, news did also come out recently that the Pokemon Company and Nintendo have filed a lawsuit against Pocket Pair in regards to the game. Next up, let's take a look at a few gaming announcements. Now, Threads of Time had an announcement trailer this week that showed off an awesome-looking HD 2D classic turn-based role-playing game. The game has you embarking on a journey through time. You will gather a party of charismatic heroes from across the ages and uncover a plot that threatens to unravel the past, present, and future. No release window has been announced, but we do know that the game will be coming to PC as well as Xbox Series systems. Now, Vampire Hunters received an official release date trailer this week, announcing an October 30th release date just in time for Halloween. The game is coming to the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems. Now, this game is a crazy first-person take on the survival style of games like Vampire Survivors, but with huge boss fights and more fleshed-out maps. We also got the announcement of new games coming to the Nintendo Switch Online service, this time in the Game Boy Advance section. Although the games will not be available until October 11th, we got 2 games announced, and if you're a fan of F-Zero, well, you're eating well, because we are getting F-Zero GP Legends and the previous Japan-only F-Zero Climax. I will be checking out the games here on the channel, so definitely check back for that. Now, Rogue Flight received an announcement trailer showing off some classic anime-style cutscenes, as well as some fast-forward facing shoot-'em-up style gameplay, and it appears you will also be able to play in cockpit mode, which looked really good. The game is coming to Nintendo Switch, PlayStation systems, PC, as well as Xbox systems, with a release planned by the end of the year. Alright gamers, let's finish up with this week's biggest video game releases. Now, SpongeBob SquarePants The Patrick Star game released this week on the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems. In the game, you take control of SpongeBob SquarePants' bestie, Patrick Star, and create hilarious mayhem in an open-world version of Bikini Bottom. The controls are physics-based style, so I'm interested in seeing how heavy they lean into that. Hopefully not too much. I'm not the biggest fan of the physics-based gameplay. Now, also releasing this week, Parcel Corps is now available on the PC via Steam, the PlayStation 5, as well as Xbox Series systems. Now, this game is a fast, high-octane bicycle courier game where you have to race around the city of New Island, delivering packages as you try to expand your company to the biggest in town. And I remember seeing this game when it was first announced, and it looks pretty good. I definitely want to check this out when I get a chance. It has a little bit of that crazy taxi vibe to it. Now, NHL 25 also released this week for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series systems. The EA Sports Simulation Hockey game is the premier NHL video game with all the official teams and all the official players. The 34th installment in the series comes with sharp, clean graphics. The animation is smoother than ever, and the action is fast and electrifying. Alright gamers, that concludes this week in review for the week ending on October the 4th. The week started with us visiting the land of Hyrule as we joined Princess Zelda on an adventure in the newest game in the Legend of Zelda series, The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. Then October kicked off, which means the spooky season and pumpkin spice season. You know you're all enjoying the pumpkin spice stuff. I love pumpkin spice. I have a pumpkin spice coffee every morning. But that is officially underway, and the week ended with us trying to decide which spooky games we're going to play this year. Maybe we'll play back through Luigi's Mansion 3. I absolutely love that game. But let me know anything we may have missed in the comments, and thanks for joining us today, gamers. Coach World, out.